wasn't going to be very long, I promise. But I remember when I was in wrestling, and matter of fact, me and Brother Jim, he got a phone call from this guy this week. But anyway, I wrestled this guy my senior year 4 times. Every time we wrestled, we got in a fight. One time actually, we was out of bounds. If anybody's wrestled, you know, you get out of bounds. We was at a tournament, and there was just tons of people in this tournament. And we were out of bounds, and we were locked up, and the ref was blowing a whistle, and I just put my hands up like this. Well, he kept just kind of like ringing my head, you know, it was making me mad. Because the ref was blowing a whistle. So I just come up like this, and I just swung, and I punched the guy. And, well, that didn't make the ref very happy either. And when I did that, his brother that wrestled just before us came after me on the mat behind. And I didn't realize this. Of course, my team was jumping up, coach was jumping up, but I heard my dad running down the steps. You know what I'm saying? He was coming down the steps. And, but we can move the very throne room of heaven. Listen, guys, when you're in trouble and you begin to cry out, I didn't have to cry out, but my dad saw that I might be in trouble, and he came a running. My Father, listen, you got a heavenly Father tonight that loves you, and when you just call upon him, he's there for you. He's running down the bleachers of heaven, coming to your rescue. Amen? That's awesome. You can move your Father, your Heavenly Father. You can move Him with your prayers. Anybody want that tonight? Amen. I got to keep moving. Everybody say, keep moving. If you're a Canary Christian, you might be living in insecurities and many other problems that keep you from enjoying freedom and joy available to them in God. Living in the cages of depression. Tonight we got different labels up here that some of you already might be reading. You'll get a chance to read them when they're all up. But maybe that's what you're locked behind. Maybe that's the cage. These represent walls tonight, but I want them to represent the cages as a canary. Canaries live in cages, right? I want them to represent the cages that we live in. Living in cages of depression. Maybe you're here tonight and you're living in depression. You're always depressed, which leads to abusing your body, like cutting yourself and self-mutilating and taking a lighter and burning holes in your arms. Listen to me. That's not of God. You're not supposed to do that. And if you're so depressed that you're doing that, you need to get out of that lifestyle. You need to let God come in to your cage and unlock you. Amen? Depression leads to abusing your body. It leads to suicidal thoughts, cages of sexual sins. Maybe you think it's okay to have sex before you're married, but it's not okay. And maybe you think it's okay for homosexuality and things like this. Listen, that becomes a cage you're locked in and you think you can't get out of. Canary Christians refuse to break free and never really enjoy life that they could really live. I want our team to come up and get ready.